Hello, my friend. Welcome, and thank you for being here with me in this final chapter of Everyday English with Johnny. Star. You've made it. 12 chapters, 12 lessons, 12 steps closer to the confident English speaker you've always wanted to be. Let's look back at our journey together. In Chapter 1, we decided to practice every day. In Chapter 2, we learned that small steps create big change. In Chapter 3, we spoke out loud, even when we were alone. In Chapter 4, we learned to listen like a baby. In Chapter 5, we discovered the power of one sentence a day. In Chapter 6, we started our mornings with English. In Chapter 7, we turned daily life into daily practice. In Chapter 8, we learned to make mistakes every day. In Chapter 9, we turned our phones into teachers. In Chapter 10, we wrote our stories through journaling. In Chapter 11, we practice with people and with courage. And now, here we are. In Chapter 12, the final step, to stop learning English and start living English. Because true fluency doesn't begin in a classroom. It begins in your heart, your mind, and your everyday life. Part 1. The day I stopped studying English. Let me tell you something honest. There was a time when I studied English like a student. Books, tests, memorization, pressure. But I wasn't improving. Then, one morning, I realized something simple. Maybe I shouldn't study English like a subject. Maybe I should live with English like a friend. That day, everything changed. I stopped forcing myself to study. Instead, I started living English. I listened to English while cooking. I spoke to myself in English while walking. I watched movies in English for fun. I wrote my thoughts in English before bed. English wasn't homework anymore. It became part of my world. And that's when my English truly came alive. Part 2. Why English is more than a skill. Most people see English as a tool, something you need for exams, jobs, or travel. But I want you to see English as something deeper, a way to connect with the world. When you live with English, you open doors to new cultures, new ideas, and new people. You can read books from different countries, listen to music that moves your soul, and share your own voice with the world. English becomes not just a skill, but a bridge that connects your heart to other hearts. Part 3. The secret of living English. So what does it mean to live English? It means this. You stop separating study time and lifetime. Every moment can be both. When you think in English, when you laugh at an English joke, when you pray, dream, or talk to yourself in English, you are living it. You're not doing practice. You're doing life, but in another language. That's where true fluency begins, when English becomes not something you do, but something you are. Part 4. My morning in English. Let me share a small example. This morning, I woke up and said to myself, "Good morning, Johnny. Let's make today amazing." I made coffee while listening to an English podcast. I read a short quote. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Then I smiled and whispered, "That's a good reminder." It took only 10 minutes, but my day started in English. And the whole day carried that energy. That's what it means to live English, to let it flow through your day like music. Part 5. The identity shift. When you live English, something magical happens inside you. You stop saying, "I'm learning English," and start saying, "I speak English." You shift from student to speaker. It's not about being perfect. It's about identifying as someone who uses English, someone who communicates, expresses, connects. This small mindset shift changes everything. Because when you believe you are an English speaker, your actions follow that belief. Real story, Ling's transformation. One of my listeners, Ling, once said to me, "Johnny, I've studied English for 10 years, but I still can't speak." I asked her, "Do you use English in your daily life?" She said, "Not really. I only use it in class." I told her, "Then stop studying English. Start living with it." So she did. She began to watch YouTube in English. She changed her phone's language. She started journaling and speaking to her cat in English. Yes, her cat. After 3 months, she told me, "Johnny, I still make mistakes, but English feels natural now. I even dream in English." That's what living English looks like. Not perfection, but comfort. Not stress, but flow. Part 7. How you can start living English. Here's how you can do it starting today. 1. Stop studying hard. Start connecting. Watch English content you love. Talk about topics that make you smile. Make English emotional, not mechanical. 2. Create an English environment. Label items in your house in English. Follow English accounts online. Change your playlists and notifications to English. 3. Think in English. When you see something, describe it in your head. The sky is beautiful. I'm feeling hungry. I'm proud of myself. 4. Use English for real-life needs. Search recipes in English. Write your to-do list in English. Text your friends in English. 5. Celebrate small moments. Every time you use English in daily life, smile and say, "I'm living it." Part 8. From habit to lifestyle. When you start, it might feel like a habit, but soon it becomes part of your identity, part of who you are. You won't need to remind yourself anymore. It will happen naturally. Just like breathing, just like walking, English will flow from you effortlessly. Because the more you live it, the less you learn it, and the more it becomes you. Part 9. The freedom of living English. Living English gives you freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to express, freedom to dream bigger than ever before. But most importantly, it gives you freedom from fear. Because now, English isn't something outside of you. It's inside of you. It's your voice, your thought, your daily rhythm. You and English are walking together, side by side. Part 10. Imagine your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your future. You wake up and think in English. You meet new people and speak confidently. You travel to new places, learn new things, and never feel afraid to communicate again. You don't need to say, "I'm learning English" anymore, because you live English. That's your destiny, and it starts today. Part 11. Key Lessons to Remember. Let's look at what we've learned in this final chapter. 1. Stop studying English like a subject. Live with it like a friend. 2. Bring English into everything you do, your thoughts, your hobbies, your routines. 3. Think, feel, and express yourself in English. 4. Celebrate every small English moment. 5. Living English equals lasting fluency. So remember this, my friend. You don't need to chase English anymore. You just need to live it. My friend, as we close this chapter and this entire series, I want to say something from my heart. Thank you. Thank you for walking with me through these 12 chapters, for listening, learning, practicing, and believing in yourself. You've proven that English is not just a dream, it's a daily choice. A choice you made again and again to grow, to speak, to live. And remember, this is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Your chapter. Because from now on, you're not just learning English, you're living it. Every time you speak, listen, write, or think in English, you're continuing this journey, one beautiful step at a time. If this series has helped you, please follow this podcast and subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep learning together in new ways, with new lessons, new stories, and new dreams. And if you know someone who's still afraid to start, share this with them. Remind them that fluency doesn't come from perfection. It comes from daily life, courage, and love for the language. So my friend, keep living English, every moment, every word, every breath. This is Johnny, and you've been listening to Everyday English with Johnny. Thank you for being part of this journey. Keep learning, keep shining, and keep living English every single day.